in your own time.
All right. Yeah, I'm Jim Hightower. I'm an itinerant Texas muckraker, agitator, and all-around troublemaker here in our state and around the United States of America, trying to see if we could bring populism and common sense to high levels.
Right. You were at one time candidate for governor of Texas?
I was not. What I was the Texas Agriculture Commissioner, elected, much to the amusement of the people of Texas, to a couple of terms here, serving 8 years, where we pushed organic production, we pushed direct marketing by our farmers, we linked consumers, labor, environmentalists together with farmers, and tried to make a difference.
And you're now a phenomenally popular newsletter publisher.
Well, the Hightower Lowdown, with my partner Philip Frazier from right there in Aussie land. He and I have teamed up over the last 10 years and have, I guess, probably the biggest political newsletter in America now, out there reaching out little pops of populism on a regular basis, the Hightower Lowdown monthly political newsletter.
And so is this the year of the great liberal resurgence in America?
Well, it's not just liberalism. It is bigger than that. This is about ordinary folks. It's really a class issue about folks themselves, working class people, small farmers, old folks, children, the air and the water, pure food. These are the issues that people care about. And people, including the bloggers in this country, are pushing a dramatic new change in America. Barack Obama is the beneficiary of that. He didn't really create it. The people created it themselves. And because they've been advocating change for a long time in America, the political establishment has not even heard them. But now they're not only hearing them, they're about to have them in charge.
Has that been a feature of the internet doing that, the different capacity for organisation, or has it been a more popular groundswell coming from somewhere else?
It has been a combination of the internet doing the organising and the people who are ready for change. You know, we saw it in a bumper sticker here in Austin, Texas, where we now stand, that said, "Where are we going? And what am I doing in this handbasket?" You know, people understand that we're being led down a wrong path. 81% of the American people think that our leaders have led us astray, and so they're looking for big change. And the good news is that the bloggers, the internet people, have been able to organize this force into a real political power outside of the money establishment, the media establishment, outside of the political establishment, outside of the Democratic Party establishment, and have created the phenomenon of Barack Obama. The significant thing about Obama is not him, it's the phenomenon itself. The fact that the people are rising up, and they are going to make him a better president than he even thinks he might be, because they are going to keep pushing him in a strong way in a progressive direction.
So has a gap emerged between what's going on at the grassroots and what the mainstream media are aware is going on or are trying to shape?
The mainstream media, of course, is the last to get it because they're up in these high-rise buildings in whatever city you want to talk about in America, hanging out with the true Texan Obama powers that be, hanging out with the establishment and getting their information from lobbyists and from pundits and from pollsters and etc., rather than being at the ground level, which is where this big change is happening. And all the change, I want to be clear, is not going to happen this year. We're going to make big change this year. We made big change in 2006, but you know, the change hasn't taken effect yet. This time we're going to make another advance. Next time we're going to make a bigger. You know, my friend Willie Nelson puts it this way: you've got to persevere. The early bird might get the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese.
And what are the key things that are going to have to be done if there's an Obama presidency and a Democratic Congress to restore American democracy? What are the key challenges?
The key challenge for the progressives, the grassroots, ordinary folks who don't even know they're progressive maybe, is to push Obama and to push the Congress, of course, but also to push their own state legislatures and their city councils. You don't build a political movement from the top down. This movement has been building over the last 20, 30 years at a grassroots level. People are making change all across the country. And now it has culminated in the possibility of a progressive president, but not a guarantee that he will be progressive. So the most important time for bloggers, for internet advocates and rather agitators is the inaugural day. It's not just the election day. We can't just put him in office because he won't do it for us. The powers that be have been doing it to us. So we got to be the ones that push to make him be better than he otherwise would be. And by the way, this is the way progress has always been made in America.
Is campaign finance reform still going to be crucial to re-democratizing America?
Campaign finance reform is essential, and Obama has shown a way through the internet, or I guess I would actually say that the internet has shown a way to Obama as a way of putting small dollar contributors together in a way that puts big money together. But ultimately, we've got to get away from that private funding. We have to have public financing of our elections, and that's the big change. That is the number one issue, in my view, that we need to push in the next Congress with the next president, and that is to have public financing of the presidency, fully funded, and public financing of all of our congressional and senatorial elections, all the way down to the grassroots level.
Right. And what about Texas? Is Texas going to go blue this year? Is there any chance?
Texas has actually a chance, believe it or not, to go blue because folks are excited. People believe, again, that change is possible. They believe that their issues matter, that they matter. That's what people are looking for. Do we actually count? And we haven't been counting. And it's not that Texas has turned so conservative over the last couple of decades. It's that the Democrats quit being Democrats. My party just gave up. We took money from rich people and threw it at television stations instead of building a grassroots base. And now that is changing. And that's the only way we can have progress in the long haul. And with that change, people will begin to vote again. It's not they turn conservative, they quit voting.
Texas has a pretty unusual way of drawing electoral boundaries, doesn't it? Could you tell the Australian viewers a bit about redistricting?
Yeah. Well, you're looking now in the background at a city that used to have a member of Congress, as most cities do. That was representative of this city, which is fairly progressive. But yet, Tom DeLay, a guy who somebody once said Tom DeLay is his own worst enemy, and I said, not while I'm alive, he's not. and Tom DeLay came into our state legislature with corrupt corporate money and redistricted. That's the important thing. Redistricted our state for partisan purposes, and so now we have a congressional district that goes that way to Houston and is controlled by the suburbs of Houston, Republican area. We have a district that goes that way to San Antonio, a Republican district controlled by the suburbs over there, and we have a sliver of our city that is represented by a progressive Democrat, Lloyd Doggett. And so we've got to put all that back together again. But that's the sort of chicanery, underhanded political corruption that the people are rebelling against. They're looking for real honesty, and I think we're going to bring it to them.
Right, and finally, with Obama announcing that he wants 10,000 more troops in Afghanistan, the great danger might be that he's the next Woodrow Wilson, a Democratic president, which will actually run internet global wars more efficiently than previous counterparts. What chance is there of that, and what would Democrats do if that occurred?
Democrats, little d Democrats have got to be all over this guy. Barack Obama is not a pure progressive. We just got to get used to that. That's who he is. I think he has progressive instincts. I think he's open to a real grassroots democratic movement, and we have to put that power on him. It's up to us. No one politician will ever do it. We have to make the difference, and that's the way it has always been in America for progressive change, is a grassroots political force that demands the change that we represent and that the people want. And we've got to lay it on Obama, and I think we will.
Cool. And what's the Hightower Lowdown website for those who are interested?
Well, guess what? It is hightowerlowdown.com. You can go there and get it all.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Cheers to you.